Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chef's Meal, where we talk about whatever and never and everything else in between. Oh man, gosh, it's too early. Rush hour in the building. Welcome to the Chef's Meal.
Everybody.
My name is Casey.
I'm Sean, and we're two chefs just going on about our lives, one finished plate at a time.
We talk about whatever and never and everything else in between. Now, Sean, I got a thought for you, real quick.
Okay.
How many times have you heard someone say, "It's not you, it's me"?
なぜですか?
Wow.
Like your lifetime cycle.
何?
I'm really thinking about it. I don't think I've ever actually had anyone ever say it to me.
Seriously?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, no, there's definitely been cases where it's definitely been them and not been me. But no, I've never actually. Wow, that's a good question. I don't think I've ever heard someone say that specifically to me. I mean, you can tell by like their actions in hindsight, but nah. I mean, it's just outside of movies.
Outside of movies,
TV. Well, yeah, no, man. Now you gotta talk about it.
There we go. No, I only say that because remember when I said that to our employee about his work ethic? It's not you, it's me. Yeah, figured I'd say that. I've had that pleasure twice, at least with a former significant other. The whole "it's not you, it's me" thing. Well, I was like, but why? I don't understand it.
なぜですか?
Right? Yeah. No, man. No. Wow. It's as much as you hear it and as much as you understand it. Like I've never specifically heard that. Again, you could just tell by like someone's actions, and then you kind of compare who you are, what you were doing, and in relation to more longer lasting and significant relationships. You're just like, yeah, nah, the way I was, the things I were doing weren't necessarily wrong or bad. They're just better for someone else.
You know, I have a challenge for you. For you. So check this out. The next time something goes awry, say that to your wife. Be like, "Babe, it's not you, it's me."
Well, wow. Again, yeah, I think that's probably when you put it like that. I'm sure that's probably the path of least resistance, right? You're just like, nah,
it's not you.
I'll
it's
probably
me.
See. Yeah, but I think it works different when you're going to be in a relationship that you're committed to, because at least you're saying in that instance, like, all right, there was a difference of opinion. I'm willing to change to make things better. But I get it, but I think it probably isn't 100% healthy to always do that. It's like if you legitimately feel like you need someone else to be an advocate for change for you, you got to speak up about that as well.
It's just like whatever you do, like if you have a wrong shirt on, be like, "Babe, it's not you, it's me." Okay, just let it go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Or like you're drinking something. It's like, "Yo, why are you trying to get this? It's not you, it's me." Okay, just like.
I could change my shirt. That's fine.
It's like your new phrase, like, "It's not you, it's me." Okay, I want everybody to kind of do that now. To all to your significant other, I think they will get a kick out of it. The whole "it's not you, it's me," and that will increase their. Have you ever had somebody say to you, "It's not you, it's me"? And you're like, "Yeah, absolutely." Actually, you know what? My girlfriend or my boyfriend said that to me the other day, actually, or my significant other. Be like, "You know what? It's not you, it's me." Over toothpaste.
Over toothpaste? Is it because you weren't using it enough? You didn't buy the right type?
Yeah.
Like,
have you ever brushed your teeth with your wife at the same time?
Yes. See, this is again like with exes in the past. Like, sure, yes. With my wife, she's got her bathroom ritual. I got mine. So generally, we don't like.
Oh wow.
Intersect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even saying that's like a bad thing or a character flaw. It's just she just operates differently, bathroom time to time. But yeah, this has been definitely times in the past where, like, yeah, you top in the bathroom, someone's in the shower, both brushing teeth, whatever. Yeah, sure.
Have you ever noticed how your wife brushes her teeth?
She's super thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
tell you
for
something
sure.
about my wife? She's
Oh
hilarious.
boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Kayla will know. Kayla will know all about this. So she brushes because we both have electric toothbrushes. So the same one, the
Okay.
Sonicare, amazing.
Cool.
If anyone is
Hmm.
ever gonna get something like an electric toothbrush, I think that's the way to go. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
monotonous. You just turn it on. It'll do its thing in your mouth. However, make sure you cover all the nooks and crannies and your floss and stuff. But my favorite
Sure.
part is, and I didn't know
Okay.
this until we lived together. Ever notice how your wife then rinses their mouths after said brushing? So I
Again, I'm gonna only say that I've only ever heard it through the door.
okay. So check this out. So is that I would rinse my mouth with, I would scoop the water
Okay.
and put it into my mouth, slush it,
Sure.
get it go, spit it, do it
Okay.
again one more time. I think that's
Okay.
efficient. I don't have to bend
Okay.
down like this. My wife, who's fairly pretty damn tall, and our
Yeah,
sink is pretty
she's
damn
pretty tall.
short, she would go
Sure.
all the way to hell down.
So
And I'm
she has
like,
like a water fountain like procedure.
I'm
Nani?
like, babe, what are you doing? Just like, I'm rinsing my mouth. I'm like, why not
I'm
just take
gonna
your hand?
I'm gonna save your marriage and buy you guys some Dixie cups.
I just thought it was the funniest thing. And then no matter where we went, even in our trips, I'm like, babe, it's like on the floor. Like, wait, what are you doing? Just take your
People got their
hand.
thing. People got their thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
really
just
funny.
a little snippet, It's just a little snippet into my wife and I. We're just weird, but it's okay. And then I go,
Nah,
babe,
man,
it's not
you got
you,
your
it's
thing.
me.
It's right. You're just like, I should be bending down like a like a crane
Oh my word.
when I gargle.
Now I knew you had some before I mentioned that. Did you want to plug in a little something quick?
Oh, well, I mean, no, you had some pretty good topic. You kind of threw me off, but I like that when I can't see it coming. You're just like, wait, what?
Now I want to share a quick funny
Sure.
and our favorite meal thus far at work. So as everybody knows, or rather as you know, holiday season is right around the corner, and
Yes.
it's mid October.
Yeah, man. Time is
It went like this.
flying.
It felt like this. Mid October already. Okay, and about another click of the hand, it will be November 28th. It'll be Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
So
wild.
it is quick. It's just because of the way we're in the business, we're there so long that the days kind of roll into each other.
Yeah,
So often, I mean, you know it, I know it. We're like, what? Today's Tuesday already,
right.
and then
I'm
you
just like,
wake
oh,
up,
just
it's like
gotta
Friday.
place an order. I gotta place this order. Gotta place this
Uh,
order, and then you look, and then the week is rolled over. It's like, oh, we got inventory. Okay, inventory
uh-huh.
was Sunday. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, roll it again. Do it again.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick. So that's the good thing about our job, but at the same time, it's a little bad because yeah, I mean, if you work in the morning, you get in there brick, and then you leave when the sun's about to go down. So it's the same
Sure.
exact thing. But a quick funny for you at work, right? So like I said, our buddy Rosie, he's actually on vacay. I'm really sad right
Yeah,
now. I love this man. I'm gonna miss him for the next 2 weeks. He is the best oven guy that we've ever had. Okay, the man can hold it down.
I say he's the
And
executioner.
yeah, we named him that because of the amount of lobsters the man, let's just say, not butchers, um, like precisionally gets it cooked, or
Yeah, man.
some avenue.
He's like the lobster war machine.
There you go. Thank you. He's just a professional at it. He's been doing it for so long. Even so much so, I think a few years, I want to say a few years back, we got him a chef coat saying the executioner on his lapel, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. He loved it. Just to
Yeah.
be appreciated again. Sweet man, funny man. He's again a man of short few words, but whatever you get from him is always gold. Whether it's
Short few
like
words.
a joke or just some like really pointed like experience or guidance. Like if he's got words for you, you gotta take them.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a quick story for you, right? So Saturday, you weren't there yet. So we were
Okay.
working. We're busy in the morning. We're going. Rosie goes, I called her Rosie because at one point, Sean, we had 20 tickets. It was like a Saturday morning. Or a Saturday
Okay.
evening. We were popping.
Okay.
Rosie looks at me. It's like, Casey, you need sides? I'm like, yeah, I need sides. It's like, oh, what you need? You need all of them? I was like, yeah. He goes, how about mice? I was like, yeah, no, just Rosie, just fire everything, fire all of them. Now, while that conversation's going, Sayla's yelling at me on this side, and I have Carl in front of me. We're all kind of going back and forth, and then Kenish also
Sure.
on the right side. I'm like, Kenish, just fire 2 bags of fries. Like, I need it.
Right.
It's gonna happen. Like, we're going. As that whole banter is kind of going back and forth, we have our 2 front of house staff right beside me. One of them is fairly new. I won't name her. She goes she goes in Spanish. It's like, you understand, Rosie? I was like, what? Why do you say that? She goes, was that even English? I was like, look, listen. I work with the man 7 years. At first, you don't understand him because there's gestures and there's different accents. Plus, he's Haitian, right? There's a different
Sure.
language barrier altogether. I'm used to Spanish. I'm not used to Haitian.
And that's the thing too. It's like he speaks fluent Spanish.
Oh
He
yeah,
speaks
fluent.
fluent like Haitian Creole. His English is
Yeah.
pretty good. Like again, the dude is like
It will throw you
very
off how well
very
he
cultured
speaks.
and very worldly. But again, he's just a man of few words. He's just like,
Yeah, just few
I need
words.
to just get right back to what I'm doing. So if I can get a paragraph off in 3 words, 3 words is what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Now, while she's kind of not really whispering, but it's audible. Rosie goes in
Sure.
Spanish, "Está bien." She goes. Then her face went.
There you go. See,
I was like, "Yo, that's my man right there."
that's the dude. That's the
Yeah.
dude. That's all he needs to say. He's like, it's all good. And I'm gonna say it in a way that you know that I know what you were saying. It's cool. It is all good. Now, do you need this cord?
Yeah, like get back to work. I was like, "Yo, Rosie, you a G, bro." He's like, "Hey,
Yes.
man." And then you know how Rosie is. He gets all this with his face, like, oh, like that.
Yeah.
So
Again,
that was the
he's seen
funny
it.
at work on Saturday.
He's seen it, man. Rosie is a G. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him as soon as today because
Yeah, man.
he opens and now I gotta be Rosie.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
That's
It should be okay. Está bien. Now, really quickly, do you want to share your favorite meal at work? Because I was gonna share them about the family meal too in a second.
Okay, I'm trying to think. What did we make for family meal this week? Actually, I'm gonna give a shout out to one of our coworkers, Connor, because on the shifts that I've been with him in the morning, he has been banging out some amazing soups over the last like 2 weeks. So shout out to Connor. I'm not gonna talk about the stuff that I was making, but shout out to Connor. He's been killing it.
Our staff, when they cook, it's always a treat because now we don't have to do the job, and it takes a load off our plate, and it kind of makes them be a little more creative in the kitchen because it's not that we're not creating, but it's more of there's a certain set of food that we cook, and oftentimes we don't do things that we like or things that we want to eat. So when they get to do family, like Sayla will do it too. She'll bang out some food, and it's banging.
Amazing.
She's amazing at it.
I mean, she's so good that I always say it's unfair. It's unfair that she's that good. It's like sometimes we'll get, especially you and I, we get like caught up doing our normal morning duties, and then I look up and I'm like, wow, it's 1 o'clock, and I need to prepare a family meal in the next like hour and a half. I'm like, all right, what do I need to do and make this thing happen? And I mean, there's a few recipes that I kind of fall back on, but whenever I need some like inspiration, I just look over at Sayla, and she could just be in the middle of doing whatever. And she's like, yeah, I got a 3-course meal prepared. Just
like right now.
she doesn't break a sweat, and it's the best thing you've ever had every single time. So that's why, I wanted to specifically give a shout out to Connor, because he's been applying his skill set and his talents to that execution too. And for these cooler months that we're experiencing right now, I mean, he's just been banging out soups that have been on point. Like, I didn't get to hear what he called his soup yesterday, but it was like this mushroom veggie. I don't know. I didn't see, maybe there was chicken in it and I missed out, but when I
he
got
made a
there,
chicken
it was
stock
just,
base.
wow. See, there you go. Like, I was like, wow, it kind of tastes like chicken, but by the time I got there, there wasn't any chicken left, but it was still fire.
It was. I know. Shout out to him. And it was slow enough in the morning that we got most of the prep done, and then they were able to create some side. And then Vladdy was making some sides too, and you missed that. The staff just kind of killed it. But
that's how it goes.
Yeah. So really quickly, I just want to share before we get into the Tech Tuesday. So Saturday we have our, like I said, family meal, right? So I decided to do a little extra, not really extra, but a little something different. So instead of the chicken that I usually cook in, I wanted to make burgers, but instead of full burgers, I wanted to make sliders. So just for everyone's sake, just for everybody's kind of numbers, we had 18 on staff that day. I rather than 18. I want everybody to kind of to understand that. Wow. I cooked and prepared 49 sliders.
Nani?
From 18 to 49. Okay. It was all done fairly easily. I put it in 2 platters. I put it out with fixins. That way people can kind of get it. Now, I turn around, or rather Sean and I are on the line because, we're still kind of busy. We're getting a little bit of tickets. I don't know. I want to say 10 minutes, right? Because you were there when I put it out, right?
Yeah, because I got there and this was like between the 3 and like 4 o'clock hour. And like I came in, kind of checked with you, saw that you put out the burgers. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, came out. I looked over and some other people on the staff were just like, oh, what'd you make for family meal? And I'm like, there are burgers. I look over at the plates. They're completely empty.
Yeah, they're empty. So much so that Valentine, one of our other dishwashers, longtime employee since day one, he goes, Case, did you make some food? Or did you guys make some food, rather, to the both of us? We're like, yeah, right there, right behind him. He goes, where? I'm like, what is going on? What?
Surprise, motherfucker.
So someone, or rather, we're not going to call him out because I'm pretty sure it's just the one guy. Or the 2 guys, actually, the 2 guys. The tall one and the short one. They probably had like 5 or 6 or 7 a piece instead of just the 1 or 2. You want to make sure everybody gets a piece first and then go for seconds. But, hey,
or thirds.
Or thirds. Or who does that though? Not apparently not them.
Some folks. It's all good.
Some folks
it's an indictment of the quality of stuff that we're making, for ourselves. So, that rings true. But sharing is caring, guys.
Sharing is caring.
Slow down.
Okay, just make sure everybody gets a piece.
Just a little bit. Yeah. It was funny. I was just like, I literally just watched you put that play out. And Val is like, where did you I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. Just tell me whatever you want. I'll just make you something right now.
Now, Sean, are you ready for Tech Tuesday?
Sean's Tech Tuesday. Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Hey. I think I'm just gonna do the voiceover because I think I like it better instead of making a soundbite for it.
Instead of the transition.
I mean, you hear the transition into it, but I meant like the whole echo thing. I think I'm just
Tuesday.
Like how like the old DJs are.
Yeah, the little lasers on their mixers.
Yeah, the little lasers. Yeah. So what you got for us for Sean's Tech Tuesday?
All right. So again, this is another quick video game related Tech Tuesday. So
let me blow it up on the main screen.
Last week, Sony quietly announced the release date of the PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, that is true. I didn't
Uh,
even know.
yeah. I don't even think that there might not even be a
Oh yeah, we're
wiki
not gonna be
for
on
that.
Wiki yet, but I'm just saying I'll
Yeah,
just put it in the 4 for the
but
time
yeah,
being.
so they announced it for holiday 2020. So it's probably
Wow.
November of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Let me break down some of the specs that are inside this machine. So it's got an 8-core Ryzen Zen 2.
What?
Yeah, 8-core processor.
Wow.
Super fast SSD, probably an M2. It's got a
Mm-hmm.
4K Blu-ray drive. It can output an 8K resolution.
Sean, that's a mini computer. That's a straight up
Yeah.
computer.
It is. Yeah. It's backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4. Um, it supports VR. This thing is a beast. A
Yeah, it's gonna be
beast.
a beast.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at like RAM is unconfirmed,
Uh
but it's probably gonna have 16 or 24 gigs of GDDR6.
oh
So
yeah.
again, so this has got like technology that some of which is yet to hit like personal computing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna support ray tracing, and I know
Yeah,
you
ray
know about that
tracing.
because you just got your new video card supports ray tracing, and
Mm-hmm.
for those who don't know what ray tracing is, I try to simplify it as much as possible.
Mm.
So when you're drawing a 3D world with polygons, you need to put lights in the world so that there are, shadows and color and detail.
Mm-hmm.
And up until recently, the programmers would kind of fake how that light works. Like they would say, well, there's a light in the sky and
Mm-hmm.
there's an object in the world, and the shadow should probably look like this. But with ray tracing, the way it's supposed to work, and I'm sure you know because, like I said, you just got a new ray tracing video card,
Mm-hmm.
is they actually simulate rays of light coming off of a light source
Correct.
and reflecting in the real world. And
Mm-hmm.
what that means is significantly more detail. It means that like you can simulate the way light bounces off of something like metal or gets
Mm-hmm.
obscured when it bounces from one object to the other. Like perfect examples, like if you just look at my screen right now. So I have a light right here.
Mm-hmm.
Light is bouncing off of here. Light is bouncing off the screen that's right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is cascading and making a real shadow for my hand on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that with the current graphics technology that we have right now would be incredibly um, processor intensive,
Yeah.
and new video cards and the PlayStation 4 and or rather PlayStation 5 and whatever new Xbox will do will have support for that in real time. So you're going to see significantly better details in your game environments. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to play God of War on it because I think God of War was the best game that came out for PlayStation last year. And oh man, can you just imagine ray tracing on God of War on the newest
Yeah.
system?
And see, that's the thing. It's just like you look at like what the best graphic artists and video game companies are able to do with the hardware that we have now, and
Mm-hmm.
what they'll be able to pull off when they know that they have real time ray tracing and the features of that available to them. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really dope. It's really cool. I mean, if you're watching like 3D animated movies like
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story and whatnot, you're getting to see the benefits of ray tracing already.
Yeah.
It's still very tech dependent to do it for a movie. It required a lot of horsepower to pull off, but it's a lot easier to do when you're making like a set of still images like a movie, because you
Mm-hmm.
always know where like the lights are supposed to be. You can change your textures
Mm-hmm.
and your simulations to pull off the graphics you're trying to achieve. But when you're in a video game, you don't really always know that, right? If you're in a driving game, again, it's like, yeah, you're moving down the track, but maybe you stop.
Yeah.
Maybe the clouds of the sky are here. Maybe there's rain on the ground. It's just like rain in the sky, and to account for all of that in real time is really, really tough.
Yeah.
So that's one of the features of the new machines that I'm really, really looking forward to. Plus
Yeah, I know it's gonna be cool. Super
SSD,
fast.
because that's gonna cut down load times significantly.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, it's running on, what is it running on right now? I'm trying to see.
I think you got 8 gigs of RAM on
8
a
gigs of RAM,
PS.
yeah.
Yeah, and hard drives that are still mechanical. So either 500 a gigabyte or rather a terabyte or 2 terabytes, depending on when you got your system.
Yeah. And just for like release dates, it came out November 15th here, 2013, PS4.
Yeah.
So just about 7 years later,
That's it.
PS5 is in occurrence. But I'm really excited to kind of see if they can, if they would be able to now cross-platform, because I think that's what everybody's kind of want to get into. There's going to be a whole new market.
They're definitely going to support that because like they just opened that up to developers for PlayStation 4. So I think going forward that's going to be the expectation, is that if you're on a PlayStation or an Xbox or a PC or whatever Nintendo happens to be doing, or Google Stadia, you'll probably be able to play with your friends as long as you guys have the same game. Right? I think that's the expectation going forward.
Yeah. No, I dig it because I think that would just open, like, if you think about it, since not streaming, but esports have been such a huge bump, and I mean a huge swell within the past few years. I think people are finally noticing, it's a crazy big market. I think it would just benefit everybody for all systems to be able to cross-platform and have everyone have the chance to play with each other on the games that they love. And I think that everybody would appreciate it, because we've been asking for it for such a long time, like for a while. And we haven't gotten it so far.
The truth is too, the hardware behind all these different platforms is so similar. I mean, I'm looking at like proposed specs for what the next Xbox will be, and it's pretty much the same.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah,
they're both multi-core systems, just like multi-core systems developed by AMD, graphics by AMD, GDR6, SSD. It's the same stuff. So aside from the specific software packages that come with the consoles, I mean, the games are going to be the same.
Yeah, the games are the same.
They're going to be the same. So why not open? And if you want to engage the gamers, you want to make sure that they can play with the most people, and stay with your product, and it's just the way that things should be going.
Absolutely. Imagine somebody on PC rocking with somebody on PS4 across the globe with somebody on Xbox, right? That's like the main thing that we should be able to do.
You should be able to do it, and maybe, again, like, there are some advantages and disadvantages to each platform. Like, hey, personally, if I'm playing a game on a PlayStation with a controller, I don't want to go up against someone with a PC and a mouse and keyboard. Yeah. They're probably going to be a little bit more precise. But hey, if that person on PC has a controller, why not play against me?
Yeah, no, I get you. I rock with a, this is with my PlayStation controller on my on a PC game, but only because I love the feel of it, the tactile of it. I hate this because it feels like I'm playing World of Warcraft altogether. Like, if I switch back to it, because it's micro movements, and this, right? Playing in a PC, and I have to increase my mouse sensitivity to almost max, so I don't move. I just do little twitches, kind of, and that's like the whole purpose of it. But I don't want to play like that. So just the controller, in my opinion, gives me the joy. And I'm really excited though, because like PS5, or rather just a quick snippet of it. They're gonna launch with Ghost of Tsukushima, which I think is gonna be amazing. That game is so sweet looking. I can't wait for it. But yeah, that's a nice Tech Tuesday, Sean. Nice, yo.
Yeah, man. Again, it was kind of low key that they released this stuff. They actually put out an article with Wired. This is the second article that they've done with them. A few kind of got like a leak on some of the specs. So Sony partnered with them. They're just like, hey, if you're gonna put out the information, like, let's do it. Let's collaborate and do it the right way.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to anything else that Wired can kind of bring to the table in the future. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for the PlayStation 5 as it's to be known, and whatever the next Xbox is going to be. And also should be good for PC gamers because, again, like as someone who just got a video card U that supports ray tracing, it's going to be great to know that that's going to be the foundation for graphics to come. And you've already got that, Like I said, when I was thinking about building a new PC, I'm just like, well, I need to wait until that tech is in my price range. And that's probably, I don't know, a year from now.
Because they're going to come out with another, 2080 Ti is the highest one right now at like 1100 or 1200, which is insane just on the GPU.
That's way out of my budget. Way out of my budget.
That's like the entire system already.
For real.
Just on one item.
There you go. But, you have the economies of scale and technology progresses and things get cheaper. So, if those are the features that everyone has to support, then, the price of that stuff will come down. And when it's time for me to kind of think about building another PC, that stuff will be there.
Yeah. And I like the term, I shared it with you, and you have the kind of the same mindset. Future proofing is the name that we're kind of getting into the game. Like, as much as possible, your GPU and your CPU, the most upgraded one, and then you can build the parts around it. That way, as the years kind of go by, you can kind of still swap the pieces around said graphics and computer processing, and that will just it will just make your PC a little better as the years go by. And then once it's in a price point, then you upgrade said CPU, GPU. You get it. Now, I want to bring you into a quick Zen garden, Sean. And this is not a Zen garden. This is a different Zen garden. This goes out to my brother yesterday. So we visited my mother, right? I swing by his house. I'm like, yo, let's go to mom's. He's like, why? I'm like, bitch, when was the last time you saw ma? And then no response. I was like, that's right. Pack your crap up. Let's go. Let's go visit ma right now. I was like, ma's leaving in like 4 years, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, and you're not gonna have that much time spending with her. If anything, it's just gonna be phone calls. So for the time being, come with me. Let's go to mom's house. So we go to my mother's house, and I'm talking to him, and this happened, and you know this. I mentioned this to you, Sean. How do you feel about? I think it's only on Apple, on iPhones rather, liked or having the option to, to like or to approve your texts.
It's just lazy.
Like, who the fuck on the Apple side be like, you know what? Let's put this option. And now my brother, I was talking to him, like, yo, why the hell did you just like my text? Like, what is that? What does that tell me? I was like, I texted him. I was like, yo, I'll be there in 5. Like, what does that mean? Are you home? Are you gonna be there? Like, are you in the vicinity? Are you gonna come out? Oh, I'm gonna like it.
Like, I don't, for a better term, it's weird when it's one-on-one conversation. Like, I could see it, all right, maybe in a social media post where you're just like casually glancing and you don't necessarily want
that's
to
what it
commit
exactly is.
much to say, all right, I saw this picture, I saw this video, and I liked it. But I mean, there's a text message and you're clearly talking to one or a few people. Just respond.
He likes it.
Just respond.
Yeah. And then I was like, hold on, send me a text back. He's like, why? I was like, send me whatever. He sends the number 1. And then I do this emoji to it. He's like, boo. I'm like, fuck up, bro. Fucking reply to the text. So that's my Zen garden, okay? That's like a little quick rant. Shout out to my brother. Screw you.
Zen garden, man. It's
okay.
Spicy hot takes on hieroglyphic.
Shout out to Apple for being a piece of crap, having that option available to iPhones. On Android, I'm pretty sure you can't do that yet. Or I think it might be, but I'm not doing it. Or I don't know how. Because I just got my Pixel maybe last year. But when I do, I'll do that to my wife. And she's like, why the fuck did you just like my text? Are you, she's going to be like, are you home yet? Like. I can tell you right now, she's going to flip her lid.
You just gotta, yes, I'm sorry. It's it's not you, it's me.
Oh my God. Yes, Sean. Yes. Now, anything in closing before we wrap it up? I know you actually have to go back into the restaurant today. You're the homie there today. I'm off today. I'm off to do laundry in a little bit in the early morning. But any final tips or anything for your 20 minutes that you can instill into somebody?
Yeah. I think we mentioned mise en place before, as just a way to, kind of gather and, set yourself up for the process. And my thing is just a tip for like your household and your home. You can use that at the end of the day too. So one thing that we do in the restaurant, or really attempt to do, is we try to reset it right back to 0 every night. And it might seem like a daunting task, but if you don't, you will have chaos. Yeah. So what I would suggest is like, tidying up your place, just take a little bit at a time. Take a little bit at a time, as clean as you go. And right before you're gonna go to bed, try to like tackle like one task. It's gonna just make you feel significantly better. Yeah. In the morning. Like one thing I like to do, or one thing that I do when I come in, is like all the dishes done, just done. Yeah. So that like when you start in the morning, you're making breakfast or whatever you need to do in that sink, that you are like straight and ready to go. Nothing's going to impede what you have to do in those moments. Because let's say you overslept, you don't necessarily have to deal with that chaos before you get into the stuff you need to do. So my tip is just, mise en place and set yourself up.
Mise en place.
Take a moment, knock something out so that it's something you don't have to do later.
Sean, spell mise en place in a sentence.
Just use it or spell it?
Spell it in a sentence. Hi, my name is Casey. This is my dishes. I would like to do a mise en place to it. That's the incorrect way to use it, but just spell mise en place for me.
Oh, man. Mise en place is MISENPLACE.
Yeah. Mise en place. With a little chika on the E. A little chika on the E. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned, the holiday season is coming so quick. Don't get behind on what you're doing. Get in the forefront, just like us in the restaurant. We are future-proofing or further forward-thinking on all the other events that is happening, so we are always ahead of the ball. We're not falling behind. Now, if you haven't already, go to our Anchor or anywhere you socialize or anywhere you get your podcast, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. You can get the newest episode there. Excuse me. And then on patreon.com/porkandwine, you can find all the good stuff, all the extra tidbits. And actually, we will post this video there first before anywhere else, so you can see it. And like I mentioned, a new format. Sean and I are on video. If you like checking that out, we do have a YouTube channel and all that. It's just specifically for, let me blow up the other main screen, Chef Salty Pork Podcast. You can check out the episodes. This episode won't be there right now. Like I said, Patreon will be the first one. So if you haven't already, go there first. And then check out in a bit, maybe a few days, it will be on the YouTube channel. And then any comments or anything that you would like us to discuss right there, AskChefSalty@gmail.com. We'll give you all the good bits, and hit up Sean on his, this way. I'm pointing, I have to point backwards. That's what it is. Right there. Right there. MetroCardX on Twitter. He does reply if he's not busy. Sort of. It just depends. We work in a restaurant. Okay. But other than that, Chef Meal airs every Tuesday with Sean and myself, and Thursdays. Officially, it will just be Sean and I where we do pure tips on food and food-related things. What we do in a restaurant, what we do at the house. So other than that, that's where we can get all the details and the extra tidbits that you cannot get anywhere else.
Like I said, if you were listening to this point, and I know you are, just like and subscribe, hit us up, give us some feedback. Check out the YouTube, check out our email, hit me up on Twitter, Xbox Live, PlayStation, wherever.
Hey.
Let us know.
With the gamer tag, same gamer tag?
Sure, yeah, MetroCard X.
Wow. I keep changing my name. I can't just put on the first one. You know, I have like 3 names. I didn't think this through, Sean. I just, sporadic.
Synergy and branding, man.
Yeah, I need to be
the same ones. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Xbox Live. 15 years?
Yeah, 15 years.
Maybe longer.
Yeah. My PlayStation and my Xbox, when I used to have Xbox, is both Boo Majin Buu 7 for 14, 15 years, maybe 16 years now. But on PC, I wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh, this kind of cool. I named it Soiracha, like sriracha, but with soy in front of it because my right arm is soy sauce infused, if you ever just slice it. And yeah, that's all we got, guys. Check it out. Peace out. I love you.
Peace out, Internet.